This is Ferg, Backstage Live, Rocklahoma 2015, and we are with Shaman's Harvest. We got Nate, we got Fish right over here, and we're going to be talking to you about a bit of what's new, what's coming, what's past, what's old. These guys hooked me way back. I believe Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Man, Dragonfly, I saw it. I was a fan ever since I saw it, and I was just like, who the f*** is that? And I've been a fan ever since. Man, tell us, Smoking Hearts, Broken Guns.
Yeah, man, there's a labor of love, every record you like to make, and you're really proud of it. But this one, this one hit pretty hard. I went through a whole bunch of health problems and whatnot for a couple of years there, and it really influenced the making of the record. And every song just kind of came real easy to us. So,
really?
And that'll never happen, you know what I mean?
Right. And when how does everything come together when you're looking at, and now I assume you're writing for the next one, and how do things come together? I mean, who brings what to the table? Is it a conglomeration, or is it kind of Franken this and that? And
it's a Frankenstein type thing, man. It's a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? Everybody's got something they bring to the table, whether it's just a riff or a thought or even just a drum beat. It's something sparks life in a song, and who can really say what it was? We've been doing it for almost 20 years now, and none of us know how to write a song, but we just do it anyway.
Yeah, just be.
There's no formula to it at all. It just happens when it happens. So we're not like really the type of band that goes in and sits down and does session writing. We just pick up songs throughout a couple-year period, and that's when our record was released. So.
And I mean, you guys talk and you do interviews all the time. It's one of the necessary evils of what you do. And one of the songs, and one of the questions you always get asked is, what inspires you, where the songs come. Do you ever just have songs that it's just there? I mean, it's just, there's no inspiration. It's not going, hey, this would be cool to write about, and just go with that.
Yeah, man, they're few and far between. They're usually the best songs. But, I think that's what every musician searches for. At least once every record we make, one or two songs they write themselves. You don't have to do a whole lot of work. And, those are usually the ones that nag at you in the back of your head for a couple of weeks. Finally, like, all right, man, we got to sit down and write this thing out.
Now, who do you listen to out there that inspires you? I mean, do you listen to all rock, or do you branch out?
Man, we listen to everything. I mean, even, a man said once, there's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. It's all pleasurable, you know what I mean? So, sure, there's lots of shit I don't like, but, I'll find something in a pop song or a country song or classical music or whatever that inspires. I mean, hell, classical music inspired most of the heaviest music
absolutely
today.
Absolutely. What inspires you, or is there somebody out there that's playing right now that you hear or have that just you like to listen to, inspires you to?
Yeah, there's a couple of bands that we're definitely into. One of them is Blackstone Cherry, who we're actually out on tour right now with.
They're awesome.
The best guys you can possibly tour with. They're kind of the nicest dudes. They're Midwestern boys just like us, so we get along just great. Everybody's really laid back. We're really into their music and have been for 7-8 years. There's another band named Crowbot who I think played here 2 days ago.
Oh my God! Yeah, we know Crowbot.
Yeah, and we're huge fans of what they're doing. They're bringing it back in a different way. So
they are, and they're crazy. We sit here and they drink a lot of my beer, and we had a hell of a good time out in the parking lot with the boys from Crowbot. Yeah. And we talked to John last year from Blackstone Cherry. They're
John Fred.
Yeah,
John
Fred. You guys are. I consider you guys local boys. Hell, you're Jeff City, Missouri.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how much good talent that comes. It's not East Coast, it's not West Coast. I'm talking to you, and then we've got Aranda coming up after that, and they're Oklahoma boys.
Yeah.
What's the scene like in Missouri, in this region?
Well, man, it's funny because it's more spread out. Obviously, there's a lot of good music that comes from the Midwest, and it tends to get looked over. But I think certain bands like Aranda and stuff, they kind of draw attention to the talent that the Midwest has to offer. And we're back home, there ain't much of a scene, and so you got to kind of invent one, and that's kind of half the fun, really.
It is.
Yeah. I don't want to be a follower. I just want to create shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. How's it feel being at Rocklahoma with everybody who's everybody, man? I mean,
well, yeah, it's an honor, man. I mean, these are the things that we got to play here 5 years ago, I think, and then it's amazing that we could go through what we had to go through as a band and rebuild some individuals and get through Nate's health issues and release a record and then that be popular enough to get us back to these festivals this year. So it makes you really not take things for granted. We're really thankful to be back and doing all these things this year.
And we're glad you are, and I'm glad everything's going well for you, man. I mean, I heard about it, and then all prayers went out for you, and like we were talking about, hey, man, you wake up every day's breath. That's a good day.
Damn right.
If you can drink beer that day, it's a good day.
Damn right.
All right.
Every day.
Well, yes, it is.
It's a good day.
This is Ferg Backstage Live, Rocklahoma 2015. We're with Nate and Fish, Shaman's Harvest. If you ain't listening to him, you ain't listening to rock and roll, folks. We're out of here.